certainly at its origins, I'll tip my hat to Charlie.
Thank you.
My name is Peyton, and my question is for Chris. But you do have to hand wash it. But I made a shirt that says, "I don't like it" for you. So I want to give it to you, but I don't really know
Great.
how.
It's not really a question, but I'll appreciate the gesture.
Yeah. So I don't know really how to give it to you.
Just walk right up here. Watch this. I don't like it. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name's Allison, and my question's for Karen. So we just saw Jodie Whittaker's first episode as the Doctor, and a lot of people, have you not seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers.
Okay.
Because I'm waiting to watch it with no, I haven't seen it yet. Okay. But it's because I'm waiting for my mother to watch it.
Okay.
Because she's a massive Whovian, so I thought I'd share that with her.
All right, well, maybe just from like the trailers then. So a lot of people are saying that she has a really similar energy to Matt's Doctor. So I was just wondering, how you think she and Amy would get on.
I think they would get on really well. I mean, I have not seen her in action yet, but I think Amy would be confused and then tickled by the fact that her doctor is now a woman. I think, I mean, and if she's similar to Matt's energy, then I think they would get on pretty well.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Thank you.
I hurt my foot earlier today, and I'm realizing now that sprinting up here was a big mistake. Oh, no. So my question is for Chris, but I kind of want to hear everyone else's answer as well. So over the last decade, which, by the way, I have to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for everything. But over the last decade, what is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you on set?
Anybody have anything?
Is it like on a Marvel set or just
on
any
the Marvel set? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, when I fight wearing those prosthetics, the sweat doesn't have anywhere to go. So sometimes when they take it off me, it like actually shoots out and onto people.
Oh no.
Which is worse for them. But it's pretty embarrassing.
I'm trying to think, and I know there's something good, and I just can't think of it. I don't know. I can't think of anything embarrassing.
Well, then what's a fun thing that happened to you on set?
I mean, I think there was a time that I fell down in the costume and I couldn't get back up again because it was so big, and some people had to heave me up.
I wish I saw that.
We're going to let Chris think about this one, and he's going to come back to it.
I might have to think. I'll let it marinate for a second. I have no shame in coming back to it once it comes to me.
What is happening? Someone's taxi's here.
Perhaps it's the TARDIS. It's just ready for everyone to get in.
A new sound?
It's got a new sound. So all of a sudden it hunks.
Everything's different.
I mean, there's a lot of buttons in the TARDIS.
That's true.
And levers and switches. Mm-hmm. We have another question.
Hi guys, first off, my name is Sarah, and I wanted to thank you for all the work you've done for the last 10 years bringing our favorite characters to life. And my question today is for Chris. What's your favorite memory of filming with Sebastian Stan?
Of filming with Sebastian? Mm-hmm. Probably it's from the first movie. I think with those memories, him and I were both in a very similar place in terms of excitement and uncertainty and hope, and I think we both were a little bit of a deer in the headlights, unsure of what the commitment meant, unsure of what the journey ahead would mean, and but he's such a sweetheart. He's such a good guy. He's such, you all know. I mean, it comes out of his pores. He's such a sweet guy, and I really couldn't have imagined kind of dipping our toe into these, uncertain waters at that stage with anyone other than him. He was so sweet, and I think that first movie, him and I just were so terrified together. It made for it a lot of nice memories.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Hi, Chris. I'm Chris. Our parents named us well. My favorite scene of all times is between Steve and Peggy in the hospital room. He gets up to give her some water. He sits back down. She looks at him like she's seeing him for the first time.
And Haley Atwell, man. God.
Yeah. The smile through the anguish was really beautiful, really moving. I cry every time I see it. So my question for you is, what was your favorite scene to film?
Well, that's up there. I have a little bit of Haley is phenomenal, and I think that arc for the character gives a lot of dimension, and it's invaluable, and I really, truly don't think anyone could do it the way Haley does it. I have a real soft spot for my scenes with Downey. I think, they do a nice job of giving Cap a lot of conflict in a lot of different ways from a lot of different places, and I personally just really like the specific juxtaposition that Cap and Tony pose, and over the course of these movies, I think they've had a really complex dynamic that I think can be related to on a number of levels. It's not just family, it's friendships, it's brothers, there's, to me, the most identifiable relationship for me personally within the character's arc.
Can I get a smile?
No. Yes. Can you imagine if I said no? She asked for a smile.
All right.
I suck today.
I like to apologize. I just got over an anxiety attack on Tuesday, so I'm a little bit shaky. Wow, you guys are just so iconic. You guys are so amazing. Karen, I love you. Lee, you're my spirit animal. Chris, you and I should hang out one time, just for one time.
Okay.
Okay, so dealing with something that I have anxiety, I'm going into a communication career, something I actually want to be doing something just like this in my near future, but I have really, really bad anxiety. And I know, Chris, you have it, and you guys can chime in as well. So how do you guys deal with, how do you guys deal with anxiety like that, like severe anxiety? I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Thank you so much for that question.
You don't have to apologize for anything.
I was reading a lot about this because I just love reading psychology essays and stuff. And one of the things, which is sort of the thing you don't want to hear, because I definitely have suffered from anxiety. And one of the biggest ways to get over it is just repeated exposure. So it's like you have to do the thing that you're scared of over and over again until it dissipates a little bit, which is not the thing you want to do. It's exactly the opposite. But I would say just, it's easier said than done, but try and get yourself out there and doing it somehow.
You strike me as an incredibly brave person. To stand up in front of all of these people and speak your truth is pretty cool. So I'm not worried about you at all. I think you're going to do great.
Well said. Well said. I agree. I would say that for me personally, I like to kind of back myself into it. The more I remember how big things are, if you just read a few things about, I think it's easy to forget the vastness of everything, the Milky Way galaxy being 100,000 light years across. Well, when you remember, it's so easy to kind of become a little myopic and think our world is the only, just what we see in front of ourselves. But when you remember how big it is and how long it's existed without our involvement at all, to some people that might feel scary because it reduces our experience to a bit of an insignificant level. To me, I feel liberated. So what I use to kind of mitigate the fear of stress and anxiety is remember just how big it all is, and all of a sudden I don't worry so much.
All right, so we're going to have a couple more audience questions. I am so sorry for everyone in the back, but use these questions wisely.
Of course. Hello, guys. It's awesome to see you today. My name is Andrei. I'm from Russia, and I have a question for Lee, which is very important for me. Lee, what enemy do you like better, Thranduil or Ronan?
Wait, what was the first enemy?
Thranduil.
It was from The Hobbit. I was in The Hobbit. It's not all Marvel.
Sure. Wait, what was the guy in Hobbit name?
Yeah, the Elf King.
Because he was so smooth.
The smoothest.
So smooth, but also ruthless.
Oh yeah, all those things.
But it also felt to me like he had seen a lot. A lot
Yeah,
of times when he was
real
ruthless,
old.
he
He
would
was
kind
like
of couple it by
3,000
saying,
years old.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah, you said
I have
3,000.
felt dragon fire.
That's it.
Whatever you said.
How many times have you seen it, Chris?
Too many. I am a huge Lord of the Rings / Hobbit fan. Huge. That is like my number one hangover movie. that whole series. But come on, that's where you say I have felt dragon fire.
That's it.
Looks really good. Ronan to me just seems like a real, just a narcissist, really. He's powerful, but he's kind of a dick. At least your dude in The Hobbit, I think he has his people in mind, and I'm being real. I'm getting a lot of, I'll tell you, I think I like your boy from The Hobbit more.
So what do you think, Lee?
I mean, does it matter? I mean,
no, come on, I want to hear it.
No, I don't have a favorite. You can't pick favorites. I can't pick favorites.
Bullshit.
I can't pick favorites. Who else kids in here? You can't
It's like
pick
Sophie's
favorites.
choice.
Your kids, you can't,
What's his name from The Hobbit?
All right, next question.
There you go. He's smooth, man. He's smooth as fuck.
If only you could hear what's going on up here.
Hi, my name's Margaret. You can call me Peggy. I promise I didn't change my name for the character. Wow, I'm so nervous. I'm forgetting things. I have a question for the captain. You wear a lot of different suits and costumes throughout the entire Captain America franchise. And without resorting to the casual, in disguise streetwear, if you were to pick one of your costumes from Captain America that you had to wear every day for the rest of your life, which one would it be and why?
See, okay. I really was partial to the Winter Soldier cap suit. I just liked it. It was that kind of that all navy number. It just to me, we called it the stealth suit. I don't know if that's actually made it out beyond what we would say on set, but yeah, it was the stealth suit to me was just it was just cool. But I've loved many suits. Maybe not the first Avengers. Maybe not that suit, but the other suits were great. Yeah.
All right.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Annie. And before I start, I just want to say thank you guys for coming out. It's super cool. You guys are so busy and you're filming all the time, and I really appreciate it. You're heroes on screen and off. All three of you are so influential, and I really look up to all three of you. Not just because I'm short, but because I had to look up, but I look to you. That being said, what was the biggest moment in your life, any given time, off screen that had left the biggest impact on you as a person?
On screen?
Off screen.
Off screen.
So the biggest